the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The punter, Jake Camarda, ready to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. That's going to be caught by Mingo. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he drives it up past the 45. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the pistol, it's Young. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
throw here on third. Complete beyond the marker. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Brooks will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Young working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. But boy, can it set a tone early.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Brooks on the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. 2nd time he's had in there and throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough 2nd pick 6 to watch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons put one more on that first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. motioning one of the tight ends. On the option, they give it to Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Young on 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Ball at the 33 for first down. Rush coming for Young. Gets this to Stover. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers lower the deficit to a single possession. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Palmer. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for Charbonnet. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Penix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. Here's Young on 1st and 10. It is cut left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Hand off here for Brooks. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Young. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
To the air on first down. Young finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds Stover. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Running the toss here to Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now it's Young. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Young on 3rd and goal. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Palmer. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go. Check. Hey, check that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got 4 on the run. Man, that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's good for 7 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Penix now. Gets this one to Charbonnet. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll double their lead to 6.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They send a man in motion. Looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers tied the game on the half's final play. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. The kick is good, and we're looking at an entirely different game now here at halftime as they've taken the lead on that final play. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Third and just 2 to go.
60 Maverick. Let's go now.
Here's Penix to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That stop made by Derek Brown. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
7 Pirates.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
There we go. Set. Go.
Here's Penix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action now, Young. Catch is made down the right sideline. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running it after the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running it now out of the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Young working from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Young on the play action. This is reeled in by Leggett. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they can't push the lead beyond the field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing. Eight
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the 46. Chased out to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
All the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such, well, just such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
To the air on 1st down, Young. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Falcons push their lead to 6. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. Breaks through, and he might break away. The 40. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get this tied before the end of the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Koo on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Panthers take the lead on that successful kick. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Reaches the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
This is one of those times, Kate, where special teams have a chance to be special. Right? The opponent goes down and scores a touchdown, and you just know you've got to respond and quell some of the momentum in the building. A return like that, well, it's off to a great start.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. To the air with Penix. That's complete to Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives them 1st and goal. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try to do it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak, but that time the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
He's throwing for it! And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Wow, what a determined effort there, Brock. We all thought he was going down short of the line, but he fights through the tackle, and the try is successful.
I like that word, determination. It was determination with a capital D. When you get the ball in front of that goal line on these 2 points, you could just feel that entire defense converge. But his effort, his want to, and that determination got them the 2 points.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's going to be caught by Mingo. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's Young. Hits his running back. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. Has it in close. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. Tracking for it, and it's good! good. And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Now a give to Charbonnet, coming right. Kicks this one outside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On second down, a run with Charbonnet. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Third and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for Charbonnet. And they take him down right along the 30. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They can't end it with a knee, but this would run out some clock. A final kneel down here, and that should put a bow on this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.